Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to your end of November 2021 General Tarot reading. It's Raina here. Oh my goodness, I'm getting that card. This is a new deck and I'm getting some of these cards over and over again, so it makes me wonder. Oops. Gotta remember what I'm dealing with here. This is the Moon and Stars Tarot, in case you were wondering. Wow, lots of swords. Of course you are swords. Okay. So, it's interesting because I have here swords and wands. Swords are air signs, like you, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Wands are fire, and they're supposed to be compatible with you, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The heart of the matter is the Eight of Wands. So as you can see, this deck, they do have key words, which is okay, but it's not going to be the scope of everything, you know. So the Eight of Wands, to me, is about things kind of heating up after a lull in the action. So let me look at the past position here. We have the Queen of, that looks like the Statue of Liberty. The Queen of Swords, and they call it independence, which it can be, but sometimes the Queen of Swords can be someone, especially we could say a female, who is excessively detached, and maybe they have been hurt in the past and they've been through the ringer with somebody and they don't want to get hurt again, which, you know, makes sense, but it could be keeping people at bay because of that, and therefore having a bit of I don't know, I wouldn't say alienation, but not, maybe even having trust issues, who knows, but certainly, or it could be something good, getting divorced and feeling free for the first time in years. It could be something good. It's just that the Queen represents the element of water. So when you get the water and the air together, there's a sense of it's not harmonious. The person does have feelings, and yet they're trying to distance themselves from them feelings. The Eight of Wands is just like a rocket ship taking off. So it could be like you thought you were going to just be alone for years and years and, you know, love at first sight, hot and heavy, starting something with somebody right away. I would even, for some reason, retirement came into my mind. So if you have retired and then you got some opportunity, it was kind of like you let go of the resistance, you got this great opportunity and you just decide to take it. Something like that as well. The higher message is the Knight of Swords. And I think I read somewhere that the Knight is connected to the element of fire. And definitely the Knight of Swords is somebody who doesn't pull any punches, who's very outspoken. Is Aquarius a very outspoken sign? Well, I think Aquarius is a very nonconformist type of an individual, but you don't like drama. You don't like, you like, I don't know, maybe some of you do like stirring the pot. You certainly like to shock people with your behavior, how you dress, how you live. But I don't think that you really like drama in and of itself. And yet drama might find you somehow. I was going to say if you have the moon in Scorpio. It was funny. I was doing, I don't know, some video. Maybe it was just like if you have your sun in Aquarius and your moon in Scorpio. I couldn't believe how many people wrote to me and said they had that combination. It was hilarious. It was really hilarious. And the reason that I mentioned it that time was I was talking about Phil Collins. And, I was just thinking, because I knew he was an Aquarius, and I looked him up, and I was like, yep, and he's got the moon in Scorpio, because I realized that there were so many of his songs that were dealing with a person who seems like it was psychologically torturing him, really. And it was during a certain period of time, probably like the early 80s. It's not like it just kept happening, but he had these very vitriolic kind of songs, and he has such a nice, he can, present it so nicely, but, there's like a cutting edge to it. So drama may be finding you, but you are, I guess there's more of a momentum right now. And the only way I can explain it is that maybe you have been allowing yourself time to heal from a past situation that has been very stressful and even like emotionally draining. And you're ready for action to take place. And I think as a spiritual lesson, the Knight of Swords is saying, speak up. Don't allow anyone to kind of like dominate. If you have a history of that in any way, nip it in the bud, that kind of thing. And this could be like a boss, this could be a romantic partner, whatever that Eight of Wands represents that is coming in hot and heavy. Jeez. What crosses you is a Six of Wands, and this is a card of, success, achievement, your accolades, what you're getting, other people are seeing of you. Now, as a challenge card, it can mean that your success is delayed, and so you have to be able to you can't be impatient, in other words. So the Eight of Wands has an impatient energy to it, a very immediate sort of energy. And you have to be willing to wait. And waiting isn't, and like, some of you Sun in Aquarius people might have Mars in Aries, and waiting is something that is not, or all of you may, not all of you, but some of you may have Moon in Aries, and you're just very emotionally in that moment. You're very impetuous, if you will. And in order to have success in whatever it is that you're seeking, where you're seeking it, you have to be willing to put in the effort to get those rewards, because you might start out, something may be like coming out of the gate very quickly, but you can't rest on your laurels. You have to continue to put energy into this situation. What's coming in is the Page of Swords, and this deck calls it education. I call it information, seeking out, ferreting information. So, for instance, if you have met somebody and it seems too good to be true, and it's that other person, they may be a fire sign, maybe they're an Aries person, and they're really into doing things quickly and that kind of thing. You might be better off, be better served taking a step back and saying, wait, let's go more slowly here. Let's not rush things. And of course, that person might be, what, are you crazy? I mean, like, this is really a great thing we've got going here. Why would you want to just, we're adults. We don't need to take it easy. You know, how much time do we have left? Don't let somebody else pressure you into doing things prematurely. And even like if it's a work situation, some kind of like either a job offer or some kind of, if you work for yourself, some kind of like an offer that is it could even be very lucrative, but you have to do your homework so that you don't get taken for a ride. The outcome, it's interesting. This is another one this is one I haven't picked yet. So this is the first time I'm seeing the key word here is charisma for the Queen of Wands. Would I agree with that? Well, I don't know. I don't know where I'll have to read the booklet that comes along with it, where they get these ideas. Because I think the Queen of Wands is a warm person. It could be associated with, it's supposed to be associated with Sagittarius. I associate her with Leo, because Leo is this natural leader. And yeah, I mean, it might be a situation where you're getting a promotion or something like that. There's the feminine element with this card, given that it's the Queen. So if you're a male listening to this, watching this, that doesn't mean that it isn't for you. I mean, it could indicate a woman that is coming into your life. A very mature fire sign. Maybe chronologically mature, but definitely emotionally mature. So in other words, not playing games, not unstable. Somebody who, with wands, there's always that idea of like, is this person abusing power? Is this person too controlling in relationships? And while this person, when you can be a good leader and not be somebody who is like a control freak, a micromanager type of a person. The best leader is somebody who gives their underlings a lot of room, but is really there to cheer them on, not to like excessively criticize them. So this is also a card, according to the booklet, associated with passion. And this makes sense because we have the fire and water elements combining. The fire is passion. The water is intuitive and personalized knowingness. Knowing people, knowing what makes people tick and getting them. And this is so essential when you're dealing with others, especially as a supervisor, because you don't treat everybody the same because everybody isn't the same, but you don't give preferential treatment at the same time. And that can be done. So anyway, I hope some of that at least resonated with you, Aquarius. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.